Okay. Let's do it. Analysis of defending cannon rush. Okay, so let's watch the replay and think through it step by step. So step one is to say, alright, it's Protoss. I'm ready for a cannon rush, or at least I'm aware that that's a possibility. You start off the game, you send your overlord, and the first clue you get is the opponent is just a little bit too friendly. What could be going through their mind that they're enjoying the ladder rather than frustrated by all of the cheese? Perhaps they are the cheese. So I'm doing my normal build, 13 overlord and then a drone. Everything looks pretty normal so far, and there's a probe, and I take my hatchet 16 supply. Now, on a lot of maps, this map is included in that, Protoss can block your expansion with a probe. So if they don't block your expansion, which is pretty annoying if you're Zerg, why? Are they trying to just make more money by not sending out the probe early? Or do they want you to take the expansion to create a target for a cannon rush? In this case, the opponent is opening Forge first, so they intend to cannon rush. They're very happy for Zerg to go hatch first, because it increases the success rate of their plan. I'll go through my vision as we respond to this. I'm planning to take a gas and then a pool. But then, at this moment, Grom, the wise and dangerous Protoss opponent, opts to build an assimilator in my base. So this is 75 minerals that Protoss could have spent toward their Nexus, or a gateway or cybernetics core, or a pylon. They're saying, alright, I can block you from taking gas, which early gas is a great way to break out of a cannon contain by using Ravager. So they're going over to this other one. So I just grab the gas immediately. I say, nope, I want to make sure that this is swarming property here. No Protoss will take this assimilator. And I pretty much know that it's going to be a cannon rush just based on this clue alone. So what are one of the features of a committed cannon rush? You have like the sneaky half-assed cannon rush, which is just having one probe, making one pylon and two cannons, and trying to deny a base. And then you have the full-on cannon rush, which involves a second probe. They have one distraction probe that tries to pull your attention, some of your workers, and then the probe that's establishing the cannon contain. Since I know it's a cannon rush, I'm trying to put drones on patrol in the areas that are most annoying to clear up cannons. So here, there's a lot of kind of tight areas where they can put buildings that once they're established, you can't really stop them. So if there's a worker there, their probes get their response of, we can't build here, there's a drone. Here's another spot. So I'm basically putting a few workers, one or more workers on each probe, and then putting workers to patrol in the annoying areas where they could cannon. So this is another area where they could put cannons and then deny these gases. This is another area where they can enclose a cannon in buildings using that ramp. It's important to get your spawning pool down so that you still advance your tech and you can make queens and zerglings eventually. Mining gas is not important if you still have a shot at defending this base with drones. So there's a drone on patrol here. They did sneak a cannon in here, but I can kill this probe and I can surround this cannon as soon as it's building, and I already have a bunch of drones down here. So you would think of this as kind of a situation where it's a contest between worker micro. Getting cannon rushed is very high stress, you could say, for both players, but it's not something that Protoss can just do every game and get free wins. There are ways that you can bring your workers to the field of battle, deny them from making cannons in these key areas, still spend your larva on drones, because drones are the only unit you can make with your larva, besides overlords, before your pool is done. So keep droning, put a few workers on each probe, put drones on patrol in the key areas, for placing those cannons. Generally 4 drones per cannon is enough to kill it before it finishes. And then if you've killed both probes and you've denied the cannons, you've basically won the game. The key is keeping the workers alive. It's okay to lose mining time because Protoss is committing everything to this. Like, they didn't take a base until the cannon rush was failed. They have no gateway, so since Zerg has a pool, they could just drone as much as they want to, and it's a great spot for Zerg. So that's basically the mindset in defending cannon rush. If you do lose the base, and they do enclose some cannon business, just take your gases, take a Roach Warren, and use Ravager to break the contain. Ravagers are generally better than Spines because they can outrange them with the Corrosive Bile, and they also scale better into just being able to move on the map.